Gators versus Seminoles, one of the best rivalries in the country. Tonight, they renew that rivalry on the hardwood. Kenny Boynton leads the #6 Gators into the state capitol to take on Michael Snare and Florida State. College basketball next on ESPNU. And we welcome you to ESPN's College Basketball. It's the ACC on ESPN. Tonight you're watching the #6 Florida Gators taking on the Florida State Seminoles from the Donald L. Tucker Center in Tallahassee, Florida.
But don't forget, each one of these teams averaging about 75 points a game. So I expect to see a bit of up and down as well as some good defense.
We had a last-minute change in the starting lineup for the Seminoles. It's number 31 in gold, Terry Wisnick, starting in place of Miller. Here's the point guard, Wilbekin. Right hand in the lane, good. First two of the game.
Cautious, but nevertheless effective. Scotty Wilbekin not making any mistakes. Just kind of inched its way into that lane. And it's interesting, Florida State normally not allowing easy buckets in the lane.
Inside, Turpin, first two for the Seminoles.
Players in Florida's program.
Wilbekin the lob, and Patrick Young gets his first two of the game. Turpin thought about it. Here's Snare, had it stripped from.
Look at the defense right there. You get.
Cassian lost, but Billy Donovan's club have won 3 straight here in Florida State. Snare knocks it away, but Rosario keeps possession. Under 10 on the shot clock. 5 to shoot. Boynton fouled by Snare, a pair of Wooden Award candidates. He is the active SEC scoring leader.
They probably have a little thing going right now from a rivalry standpoint.
And with that third free throw, Kenny Boynton moves into #5 all time, scoring for the Florida Gators. Wisnick inbounds. Loose ball, another Florida State turnover. That's their third already. Eric Murphy's entered the game and immediately fires away from 3. Eric Murphy suffering a bad hip pointer in their last game. 6th man, self-appointed 6th man. He could have started for this Florida State team. He prefers to come off the bench. Another near turnover, but Snare corrals it in the backcourt. Shovel pass. There's a Florida State turnover again. Rosario converts on the other end.
Lightning quick transition. Didn't make the call. That's why the call came in late.
Kick out, Murphy. Off the mark on distance this time.
Florida State, if they don't have an advantage, you've got to be able to back it out and get something done. And Prater, he probably wishes that he had that back. He's an extraordinary athlete as well. Probably could have dunked that with 2 hands.
Snare from beyond the arc, no good. But the offensive board goes to White.
Outstanding recovery by Okaro White. Then he knocks it down. A little momentum shift. One of the keys in the equation to Florida State knocking off ranked teams on their home floor. Fans get rabid.
Young off the window.
His team, has a lot of ball movement incorporated in their offense, and the more you handle it, the more mistakes you're going to make.
Nice touch by Young. He has an early 6 points to lead all scores. Canada's narrowed his choices down to Kentucky and Florida State, this being his official visit to Tallahassee.
Florida, 10 points in the paint, to Florida State 0. And they've also capitalized off of the 6 Florida State turnovers, 10 points.
Rosario knocks down the 3.
Missed the first 4 games of the season, suffered post-concussion syndrome, had 2 concussions in practice in 2 weeks. And just now kind of rounding in the basketball shape.
Miller knocks down his first 3 of the night.
Back defensively.
There's Rosario at the point. The Floater in the lane from Mike Rosario, and an opportunity. Here's Wilbekin. Coming up on 7 minutes to go. Rosario feeling it. That was a two-pointer from Mike Rosario. He has 9
from him in the last couple of years.
7 Gator turnovers. Patrick Young benched a game ago for moping a little bit about practice procedures. He gets the steal there. Prather throws it down. Miller, nothing but air.
I think Prather got a finger on that. Maybe a fingernail, just enough to knock it off line.
Too hard on the free throw, but Murphy with the offensive board and the putback. Gilchrist will inbounds for the Seminoles. And here's Aaron Thomas, another youngster for Hamilton. Turns it over. You get. Turn the ball over.
Well, what the pressure does is it forces teams to speed up.
You get. 6'7" junior out of Melbourne, Florida, knocks down the first free throw. Goes 1 for 2. Snare the rebound for the Noles.
Florida just continues to change defenses. 2-3. They morph into man.
Gilchrist the spin and hits.
Rushing the passes. Again, the Florida State pressure has really forced Florida State. The Florida pressure has forced Florida State to play a lot quicker than they'd like, and you see how much damage it's done.
Foul and the basket. That's will you get. Before we went to break, sorry, Len, will you get now trying to complete a three-point play.
You know, it's one thing to turn the ball over.
And Wilbekin backs it out. Inside, Young. In and out, but the tip in by Eric Murphy.
Tay Brandon, whomever, you cannot forget about him when the shot's taken on the weak side. He's just finding ways to get to that weak side glass.
Shannon had nothing and got nothing.
And he's asking the refs for something. Which again is, you turn the ball over so much, you lose possession.
So now he has an even 1,680. 5th all time for the Florida Gators.
Off of the turnover. Other than that, continue to hustle. You're not gonna shoot, you know, a 20-point shot. You're gonna have to be able to peel this thing layer by layer. Every 5 minutes, maybe try to beat them by 4 to 5 points. Florida
Controls in the start of the second half, going right to left on your screen in their road blue uniforms. Looking to remain undefeated, 7-0 this season with the win. Boynton, cold in the first half, maybe heating up in the second half.
That's exactly why they went to him.
Here's Carl White, saddled with a couple of early fouls, spent most of the time in the first half on the bench. Shannon starting the second half for Leonard Hamilton's club. And here is Shannon with the left hand.
The ball handling is still not clean, and a lot of it has to do with the pressure applied to them and the fact that, again, their game is sped up by the pressure.
Wilbekin, that's back-to-back threes to start the half for the Florida Gators. Florida State.
Too late. Freshman just didn't deliver it on time, and look at you get excellent position down low on a Carl White.
At the line, he's starting this evening in place of the injured Eric Murphy, but Murphy has contributed minutes and quality minutes.
Of 3 minutes just to try to get his conditioning down.
He's a perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He has 6 points, and it's the largest Florida Gator lead of the night. Parker handles the pressure and rattles home the jump shot.
Juggernaut type of efficiency on the defensive end. I don't know which one I'd like. I got a feeling I would take the juggernaut.
Nice rebound by the freshman Michael Frazier, who's coming off a career night against Marquette last week, 17 points. Rosario has his first points of the second half. That's a game-high 12. And the second half has started the way the first half ended. All Florida Gators.
See Rosario 3 steps beyond the arc. Sometimes as a defender, you don't have the instinct to get that shot, but he buried it. You know, it's not that you foul, it's when you foul. That's why they give you 6 before you're in the bonus.
Wilbekin is lightning fast on the defensive end. Rosario, transition layup. He has 14.
Yeah, it says something about their focus as well. And Billy Donovan told us earlier, he's had to get his team to take a look at that. That to me is just a giveaway. Young player just not understanding the defense against which he's playing and just giving them the ball. But, you know, Billy Donovan talked to us about it, trying to get his guys to focus on November and December and not think they're going to go from here to March.
Well, Leonard Hamilton exercising extreme amounts of patience up to this point, but with a play like this, you can't blame him if he loses it in this timeout. All Florida Gators in Tallahassee. This game's stepping into a lot of passing lanes, making for easy steals for the Gators.
Yeah, I mean, he's just shown me an extraordinary anticipation of what's going to happen. And he's able to be there and make things happen.
Wisner for 3. They're hoping he's instant offense for Florida State. He has not panned out that way yet. 5 on the shot clock. Jump stop in the lane. Good. Boynton for 3. Off the mark. Young, the offensive rebound. Too hard off the glass. You get another offensive board. Here's Frazier. Knocks it down. His first 3 of the game. Michael Frazier.
Adam, what's his name? Adam Sandler.
It is a 30-point Florida lead with the ball. Frazier from distance again. Second chance opportunity for the Seminoles on this offensive possession. Shannon inside.
You know, he's a terrific guy with his back to the basket, close in, using that strength and that athleticism. Go to your strengths, play to your strengths.
Get on the baseline. And the follow slam.
Goodness. Once again, athlete with a capital A, country. You need that signature moment.
If Manziel wins, it'll be the first time a freshman has done so. Here's Boynton. Looked for the foul, didn't get it, but got the layup anyway. Kenny Boynton averages about 15 points a game. He'll pass the 2,000-point plateau in about game 22 this season for the Florida Gators.
Well, after a slow start, he seems to be on his way.
Against these same Gators back in 1966-67. In danger of eclipsing that dubious distinction.
And in the next huddle, if they know it, that's what I'm talking about.
It's inefficiency all night.
What could Michael Snare possibly have said to the official?
Thomas for 3, his first 3 of the game. Carl White got the offensive rebound, but those have been few and far between. 30 points for Florida off turnovers tonight. It's been all Kenny Boynton and the Gators.
This is only Billy's 17th season, so going on 14 consecutive 21 seasons, that's not bad considering Mike Krzyzewski, the number of years he's been coaching, and Jim Boeheim and Bill Self, the number of years all 3 of them have been coaching. Is obviously a lost cause, but if you get people executing, get them used to having some success as you fade out in this game, that bodes well for the next game. But those kinds of shots certainly aren't going to help your team execute.
Rosario for three from the wing. Big rebound on the offensive end by Patrick Young. And Patrick Young
right around the basket for the high percentage.
So if you're Leonard Hamilton, another loss now. They lost to Mercer. Now they're going to lose to Florida. Where do you go from here, Leonard?
Patience and perseverance.
And what did Billy say? He reminds him of Serge Ibaka if he decided he could play like that. Block shots, rebound, be a hustle guy.
There's always room for guys like that.
Three-pointer by the freshman Booker.
Again, these are the things. Now that this game is out of hand, the focus should be even more now on execution and not just trying to let the clock melt away.
Thank you, Matt. We're back inside the Donald Tucker Center in Tallahassee, Florida, where the Florida Gators, ranked 6th and undefeated coming in their first true road game, have dominated the Florida State Seminoles 66-38, due in large part to the third time this year already that the Florida State Seminoles have suffered 20 or more turnovers in a game.
Just don't seem to have it together, particularly in running the offense and trying to break pressure. Stay out of the history books.
Stay out of the history books of lowest point total by a Florida State team here at home.
Under the heading of dubious accomplishment.
Too easy for the Florida Gators, and Michael Frazier's had himself a solid second half.
Or hoping that clock ticks down.
Aaron Thomas, Cincinnati.
A few bright spots, though, for Leonard Hamilton, Aaron Thomas. Robert Gilchrist gave some decent minutes. They made mistakes, but gave him some decent minutes.
Going to call goaltending on O'Carl White, so that's going to be 12 points for Michael Frazier, who are also undefeated and ranked in the top 10 as we speak.
Yeah, Sean Miller has quietly built himself, a formidable program there.
Shot. Coming up on 1 minute to go. Snare. Good rotation on the three-pointer. Snare is in double figures with 10.
Still 3 behind the lowest scoring game in this facility. See what happens right here.
Bookert follows his own shot, gets it to go. Devin Bookert has 9.
I think this is the most drama we've had all game right now.
I don't know if anybody here in the crowd realizes what they're trying to accomplish. Certainly the players don't. Coming up on 20 seconds to go. Stick around following the game. Len Elmore will speak with the winning head coach Billy Donovan as his team moves to 7-0. Michael Frazier will dribble out the clock in what has been a dominating performance from the opening tip and in every category for the still undefeated Florida Gators. Once again, our final score, Florida 72, Florida State 47. For my broadcast partner, Len Elmore, I'm Rich Hollenberg. Now, we'll send it back to the studio with Matt Schick and Dino Guardio in Charlotte. Guys, take it away.
A 25-point win. 25-point win for Florida over Florida State. Let's go back out to Tallahassee. Len Elmore with Billy Donovan.
Thank you very much, Billy. Obviously, this is a dominating performance by your guys, particularly on the defensive end. How does this come about?
Well, our guys have worked hard. I felt like going into the year that we could be better defensively. Scotty Wilbekin, I think, is a really, really good defender. Will Uget, who we lost at the end of last year, another really good defender. I thought Casey Prather last year started to come into his own. So, there's 3 guys that are veteran guys that I think are experienced and have got the athleticism, the speed, and the quickness to be good defensively.
Well, it seems as though, again, your guys swarmed Florida State and almost took their confidence away from them, and you kept the press going until it was well out of reach.
Well, I thought the press was good as well as I thought our zone. We switched up, Lenny. We went from man to zone. We pressed. We changed some press looks and almost went to a 2-2-1, and then we went with a guy on the ball. And I think you and I had talked about it before the game, just trying to change as much as we can with our versatility. We can go with a lot of different lineups where we can play big, we can play somewhat small. I didn't think we did a great job in the second half rebounding, but I thought our rebounding in the first half was really good, which enabled us to get out on the break.
Well, that versatility should bode well for you going all the way through March. Congratulations on a big win.
Thanks, Lenny.
All right, back to you guys.